My name is Jocelyn Ellens. I am the Peer Support Coordinator for Action on Postpartum Psychosis, linked with the Lancashire and South Cumbria Trust, and I do all kinds of lots of exciting things. So what I want to do with you today is I'm going to do a little bit of crafting session with you, and then also talk to you about what it is that we do with APP and with the Mother and Baby Unit and all the other exciting things that we do, really. So I'm hoping that you're watching this and you already know who Action on Postpartum Psychosis is. If you don't, you can have a look at our amazing website. Go to appnetwork.org, have a look there. But we are a national charity. We're for women and families that have been affected by postpartum psychosis. And it's an amazing charity, really, that just sort of supports women, supports families, helps into researching what is PP and what we can do to reduce the effects of people it has on people, really. So if you don't know what postpartum psychosis is, it's a severe mental illness that tends to happen after childbirth. It normally happens quite quickly after childbirth, and it is a medical emergency. So if you do think that someone is suffering from postpartum psychosis, it's really, really important to get that support in right away, whether that's contacting your local GP, contacting your crisis team if you're part of one, or also going to A&E. And there's lots of different symptoms that do happen with PP. It's mainly things like hallucinations, delusions, there's mania, there's depression, a lot of confusion with women, and it tends to happen to 1 to 2 in every 1,000 women. And it can be really frightening, but it's also really, really treatable if you do get the right help and the right support, which with APP is always there. So a little bit about my job and what I do. So I'm the Peer Support Facilitator for Action on Postpartum Psychosis, and I work with the Lancashire and South Cumbria Trust. So I'm based in the Mother and Baby Unit up in Chorley, which is, I say a new unit, it's a year old now, but we've been involved with it from the very beginning. We've helped with the designs of it, and now I'm on there. I was, obviously before all of this happened, there 2 days a week offering peer support, because for me, peer support was vital. It was my lifeline, really, when I was ill. So I'm there on the MBU doing peer support there. I also do a bit of work in the community as well, supporting women after they've been discharged. And the great thing about APP is that support is there forever. Normally with the community mental health teams and what have you, it's up to a year, hopefully stretching up to 2 years, but with APP, there forever. We can't get rid of us, we're always there. So we do peer support on the MBU, in the community. We also do cafe groups as well. We've, obviously with everything that's going on at the moment, we've been doing virtual ones. We had our first virtual one on Tuesday, and it was great. Obviously there's nothing beats being in person and eating cake with each other, but we're still providing that at the moment. So we do all those kind of things. If you are interested in attending any of the cafe groups, for the Lancashire and South Cumbria one specifically, you can send me an email, lancsandcumbria@app-network.org. But there are also cafe groups in the Birmingham area and also in the Wales area as well. So again, if you go onto the website, this one here, yep, that one there, you can have a look at what other cafe groups we've got going on in your area. So yeah, that's the stuff that I really do. And how I got involved with it, I have a little boy who's 5 now, and I was ill in Brazil, okay, and I had no professional support whatsoever, really. And you know, you do your Google, you do your research, and that's when I found APP, and it was actually their online forum, and that was the only support that I had until I came back to the UK when my son was 9 months old. But we have a really, really great online forum, which you can have a look at here. Okay, and that is nationally. Anyone can access that, whether you've been ill, whether you're the mum of a mum, whether you're a partner of a mum, and it is really, really great support. And it's peer support, which I think is really important. There's no judgment, there's no stigma. You're being supported and getting help and advice of people who've been through it, which is really, really vital. And also for me, the main thing was that it offers a lot of hope. So yeah, as I said, I was really ill in Brazil and had no professional support whatsoever, but within the UK it would be entirely different. As I've already mentioned, you've got the Mother and Baby Unit, so if we did think that a woman was having an episode of PP, you know, they would be referred to a specialist mental health team. They'd hopefully, maybe if they were having a high risk pregnancy, they'd already have a care team around them as well. So there is lots of support out there that is available for the women. So yeah, as I said, I came back to the UK when Seth was 9 months old, and I sort of started getting involved as a regional rep with Action on Postpartum Psychosis. So I did a couple of talks with them, and then I did the peer support training 2 years ago, I think it was, and then this project with Lancashire and South Cumbria came up, and I got involved as a sessional peer support worker. And then about a month ago, I became the Peer Support Facilitator. So, you know, I'm helping look after all the volunteers and doing peer support there. But when I'm sort of volunteering on the Mother and Baby Unit, I think it's really important that you do quite a few activities and a lot of crafting activities. Because when you're there and when you're having an episode of PP, you don't tend to remember a lot. So it's really important that you're doing sort of crafts and you're doing things that you can look back on and remember, which is why the one that I've sort of looked at for us to do today involves footprints and handprints. So I was looking at things that I'd done with Seth, and when he was little, I'm like, oh my goodness, look at the size of his footprint and things like that. And they're really nice keepsakes for the women and for anybody to have looking back. And if that time is a bit hazy for you, you've got these solid memories that you can sort of look at. So we do a lot of things like that on the MBU, a lot of crafting. Some other things that we've done is decorating mugs that they can take home with them, the salt dough prints as well. Those are always really, really popular with people. So what I've sort of done today, or in true Blue Peter style, here's some I prepared earlier. And obviously with the pandemic that's going on at the moment, there's a lot of rainbows. So with my little boy, we did some little footprints in different colours and what have you, and I did my handprints as well. And you know, these should be things that you have at home if you haven't got paint or if you haven't got paper. Even things like drawing around your hand, or you know, if you've got like kind of bits of rubbish out the recycling that are different colours, sticking those together. And it's a really good opportunity for you to sit down and sort of bond with your children and get a bit messy. I now have footprints all over my patio, which I'll have to clean at some point. And again, on the Mother and Baby Unit, these are really, really helpful because you're getting these mums all sort of together and they're then providing mutual peer support. It's not, you know, it's not like, right, we're going to sit down and discuss our feelings. It just happens naturally. And the support that you see coming from each other is really, really great as well. So yeah, so if you do want to try and do any of these, and you can either put them in your window, these are going to go in my window after I finish this video, or you could, I don't know, make a big mural or something. And it's just nice activities that you can do together. So if you have got any sort of questions about postpartum psychosis or what sort of support is there in your area, you know, I mentioned quite a few websites. So the main website for APP, there's loads of really great online guides that you can download there if you're planning a second pregnancy, advice about COVID-19 and what have you. There's also me if you want to get in touch with and attend any of our groups if you're in the Lancashire and South Cumbria area, and then also the online forum that is national, and it doesn't matter where you are. And in fact, we have quite a few international posts on there as well. So stay safe, and APP is there for you if you need our support. And you know, I really recommend getting in touch with us, even if it's just send us pictures of your rainbows and what have you. Okay then, take care everybody.